Now students see page number 8, our remaining paragraph. Now see this one, this paragraph see. Now what is the income of a country? Income of a country. What is meant by income of a country or national income? So try to understand. Intuitively, it means done with skill or with skill or accuracy, skillfully. The income of the country is the income of all the residents of the country. Students, try to understand the meaning of country's income. Income of the country is the income of all the residents of the country. Residents means the people who are living in that particular country. So income of the country means the people's income, those who are living in that country. It's called the income of a country. This gives us the total income of the country. Total income of the country. The people who are living in that particular country and whatever they are earning, if we collect, if we add all their income together, so we can say the income of the country. This one. Now what here this paragraph I have completed this one. Now see this one, this paragraph. However, for comparison between countries, we have to compare. So one country is a developed country and another country is not a developed country. We have to compare. So for comparison between countries, total income is not such an useful measure. Total income, income of a country. This is not a useful, as well as we can say not a proper, not a good, not enough measure for comparison between countries. Why? Listen carefully, try to understand. Since countries have different populations. Now countries, there are different countries and you can see the different population also. Comparing total income will not tell us, total income will not tell us what an average person is likely to earn. Try to understand here. Listen carefully. Different countries, different populations. For example, in one country, example, I am giving the example. In one country, we have to consider only, just imagine 100%. How many people are there? Only 100 people in one of a country. And their income 100 rupees. So 100 rupees, 100 people, one of country. Another country. How many people are living in that country? Only 10 people, 10 persons. And of that country income, national income, 90 rupees. Just I am giving example. So 100 people, 100 national income, 10 people and 90 rupees national income. So if we use national income as a criteria for comparison countries, So 100 rupees national income means more than 90. So can we say that developed country? No. 100 people, 100 rupees. Now here 10 people and 90 rupees. So 10 people means they have a lot of money. They can satisfy their all basic needs, because less people but national income 90 as compared the population more. So only national income is not enough for comparison. Comparing total income will not tell us what an average person is likely to earn. Are people in a one country better off than others in a different country? Just by this example we can understand this one. So that we use another criteria. We use another measure and method for comparison different countries. Which one? Hence we compare the average income. Try to understand this one. Average income. Average income, which is the total income of the country divided by its total population. Average income means what? Total income of a country, not total income of country. The people, whatever they are earning. So total income of country, now divided by its population. So whatever we get, it is called the average income. The average income is also called per capita income also. So per capita income, average income is one of the best, one of the another method for comparison different countries. Now see this paragraph, last one, and try to understand. In World Development Reports, according to the reports, World Development Reports, which was presented by the World Bank, brought out by the World Bank about the development of the world. This criteria is used in classifying countries. So per capita income or average income, this criteria which was used for the classifying, for comparison, for the comparison, for comparing countries which are developed and which are not developed. Countries with per capita income of US dollar 12,056 per annum per year in US dollar and above in 2017 are called rich countries. Are you understanding? Are called rich countries, and those with a per capita income of US dollar 955 or less are called low income countries. So how World Bank presented reports regarding the, okay, we can say the which countries develop and not develop or underdeveloped with the help of the one of the criteria, average income. India comes in the category of low middle income countries. Our country comes low middle income countries in that criteria, low middle income countries, because its per capita income in 2017 was just US dollar 1820 per annum per year. 1820 per annum. The rich countries, excluding countries of Middle East and certain other small countries, are generally called developed countries, which are the rich countries. Some countries are excluded because of the lower per capita income. So which are the rich countries are called the developed countries according to the reports, World Bank report. Now students, so next paragraph in next clip.